Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam. This topic, the basis period, it has already been discussed last week, but there is a notice. I got a notice that all the discussion, it wasn't clear for upload on the website. So class, we'll be taking this as quick as possible, then we move to the next class. So our next class should be capital allowance. But let's quickly take the basis period. And we all know that without this basis period and capital allowance, irrespective of our question on taxation, the advanced taxation, we always make reference to base period and capital allowance. So we quickly have to know our base period, like having an overview of what we mean by the base period from the beginning to the end. We have an overview of what we mean by capital allowance. Then we go into the aspect of capital allowance that is mostly said by the examiners. We'll be looking at capital allowance on higher purchase, the capital allowance on higher purchase. So class, but before we get to that, let's quickly have the basis period again. We all have our normal knowledge on basis period. We know the normal and the abnormal basis period. We know what leads to the abnormal basis period. We know the commencement and the cessation and change in accounting dates. Class, do we still remember all this, madam? Hello, ma. Ma, you
Yes.
with me?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Do you still remember your basis period?
Yes, I remember the basis period.
Perfectly. Everything on basis period.
Yes.
Okay, please, on the commencement, can you quickly give me the commencement rule?
Okay, the commencement rule is from the date of commencement to the end of the year.
Okay.
Then the date of commencement to 12 calendar months.
Okay.
Then the date of commencement, then followed by preceding year basis.
Of course. Thank you very much. Madam, means you've already made my work very simple. Definitely, I shouldn't be taking much on basis period again. Definitely, I should be rushing to the capital allowance. But let's quickly have an overview of it again. We know that under the commencement. So when we see a question on commencement, on this advanced taxation, we expect our question to be more on case study. Maybe you are taking as a tax consultant, or you are the auditor. So the question will be asking you to do one thing or the other in terms of advice, in terms of this assessment has been sent. So what is your take on it? Maybe you are the consultant to the company itself. So class, irrespective of how the question is being given, the first thing we need to quickly note is basis aspect. Is the basis period involved? Is capital allowance involved? Is adjusted profit involved? Class, we will be as fast as possible for this diet to cover all these three. Hello, are you with me, ma?
Yes, I am.
These three on basis period, capital allowance, and adjusted profit. If this three is out of it, definitely we are good to go. Then we will know that we'll be taking petroleum profit tax, we'll be taking powder legislation, we'll be taking taxation of what solid minerals. Are you with me, class? So, ma, as far as the case may be, we should ensure that we follow the class and we are able to grab as fast as possible. So let's quickly have the basis period again. Under the commencement, we know the commencement will start for, we need 3 good dates, 3 good years, year of assessment. The first year is from the date of commencement, itself to where? To 31st of December of that same year. Are you with me, ma?
Yes.
The second year says that from the date of commencement to where? To 12 good calendar months. And the third year says on PYB. Let's assume that when we the third year, the PYB, we all understand what I mean by PYB is an advanced class. The PYB is on the year before the year of what? The year in question.
Yes.
So under the PYB, the end of the year, the end of the date, we'll be looking at the date in which the company is speaking as the company year end. The company will be ending his account. After that, we'll now look at, there is a clause to what? Under the third year. Man, do you still remember the clause with the third year?
Yes, with the third
year. What is
the
clause?
The clause with the third year. What was that again? It's still in the preceding year basis now.
It's still, of course, it's still the preceding year basis. But ma, let's assume that your preceding year basis, okay, a company commenced business on 1st of June 2018. 1st of June 2018. For the first year of assessment, please give me the basis period.
It will be 1st of June 2018 to 31st December 2018.
The second year of assessment will be what?
Now still be 1st of June 2018 to July of 2019. I think that's 12 months.
Is it July? If you look at July is more than 12 months. It's
No.
13
Is
May.
May.
Exactly.
So
May
2019.
2019. Okay, the third year will be what? Let's now assume that the company will be ending its account every 30th of September.
Every 30th of September. Okay.
So what will be the preceding year for the third year?
The preceding year for the third year will be 30. It will end in 30th of September 2019.
Okay.
And starts 1st of June 2018.
And start 1st of September 2019. And are you sure you to start on 1st of June under preceding year? No, ma'am. No. You know, what we come to our mind is 2020 is the third year. And the preceding year for the 2020 is what? 2019. Are you with me, ma'am? When is the company ending his account? The company is ending his account every what? Every 30th of September. Are you with me, ma'am? So we need to count back 12 good months. When we count 12 good months backward, it would have started when?
It would have started in October.
October what?
2018.
October 2018. As of October 2018, has the company commenced business?
No.
Back to the question. Okay, topic, the overview of everything under the basis period. As you all know that the normal basis period of the company, you know the normal basis period, you'll be looking at the commencement and cessation and change in accounting date. I'll also be looking at the finance bill 2019, the various amendments to the relevant tax law with respect to commencement and cessation. Basis of assessment. The basis of assessment tries to describe the systematic procedure, approach, or manner in the tax law of assessing taxpayers under different situations. It's not about how will a taxpayer be assessed to tax. If a company is just commencing a business, how will it be assessed to tax? If a company is an existing company already in business, how will it be assessed to tax? If a company ceases operation, how will the company be assessed to tax? These are the bases of assessment. And it therefore implies that we will clearly define and analyze the various basic under the which taxpayer will be assessed to tax. And before this can be easily be understood well, we need to understand what we mean by the tax year of assessment, the accounting year end or date of business, assessable income, types of the basis period, and classes of basis period. Let's quickly take it one after the other. What we mean by basis period? Basis period is defined as the basis of determining the assessment and tax liability. The basis of determining the assessment and tax liability. Class, this is just about the time, is the period of time in the life of the taxpayer. The manner of determining the tax liability, that is, we'll be looking at the months in which a tax liability will fall into. We'll be looking at the period in which the tax liability will fall into. So let's now look at the tax year or year of assessment. The tax year or year of assessment is always a government, is also referred to as the government tax year or national fiscal year or budget year. And the tax year, also known as the government tax year, has always been from 1st of January to 31st of December of the same year. From 1st of January to 31st of December of that same year. When we now look at the accounting year end, what do we mean by the accounting year end? The accounting year end is the date or the month in which the company has already decided to be ending its account. A company can pick any month that going forward, my account will be ending every 30th of March, my account will be ending every 31st of December, my account will be ending at a particular date. That is described as stewardship reporting or date of the business in which the company will be ending its account. And we all know that if the company ends its account this particular date, all the income from the beginning to that end of the day will be the one to be what? Accessible to tax. No, let us now look at what we mean by accessible income. For the purpose of taxation, it will be referred to as income or profit that falls into the relevant basis. It as the word, the profit that falls into the relevant basis period. Let's assume that a company has a basis period that starts from what? From 1st of January to 31st of December. That is the basis period. And this, let's say, it's also the government fiscal year. from 1st of January to 31st of December. Any income that is being made between this period, 1st of January to 31st of December, is the what? The tax, is the profit that will be subjected to tax, is the profit that will be subjected to tax. These are things I'm trying to do overview. So type of basis period. Type of basis period. We have the normal basis period. We have the what? The actual basis period and the preceding year basis period. The actual basis period. When we talk of the actual basis period will start any year in question, any year of assessment in question. The actual basis period will start from that date and ends in that particular year. Are you with me? The actual basis period will start from that date and end in that same particular year. So we can look at it under situation of what? Subsisting, a company history that is already existing. If a company history is already existing, it will start from the 1st of January of that year to end 31st of December of that year. Under the commencement, we can also look on the aspect of the commencement in which a company is commencing business if it's commencing a particular month. So when we look at the actual year basis period under commencement, it will be from the date of commencement to 31st of December of that same year. You can see actual is either it starts from that day and also end in that date in that year. It will start in that year and also end in that year. Under the cessation aspect is always depend on the ultimate year for the what? For the actual basis period, in which it will start in that year and end in that same year, but it will be the month in which the company decides to bring the business to an end. These are what under the what? The actual year basis period, types of basis period. But we'll now look at under the preceding year basis period. What do I mean by the preceding year basis period? Preceding year basis periods will always be the year ending the year in question, the year before. What we mean by it is just if you are taking 2002 as the basis period, as the year of assessment, its preceding year basis will surely be 2001. You should all note this. Its preceding year basis will always be 2001. If you are taking 2013 as a what? As a year of assessment, its preceding year will be the year before the year we are assessing for, which is be 2012 class. You just need to understand this aspect. So now looking at the classes of basis period. Under the classes of basis, we'll be looking at the normal basis period and the abnormal basis period. The normal basis period, we have the characteristics of the normal basis period. One of the characteristics of the normal basis period, it must not be more than 12 months or less than 12 months. That is, it must be a 12-month period, a normal basis period. One of the characteristics is it must not be less than or more than 12 months. Another characteristic of the normal basis period is that it must always be on preceding year basis. It must always be on preceding year basis. That is the second characteristic. And the third characteristic is the basis period starting immediately another basis period is ending. That is, there must not be gap, there must not be overlapping, there must not be a coincidence under the what? Under the normal basis period. If a year of assessment 2002, year of assessment, and its basis period is 2001, and it ends that account as at 31st of December 2001. For 2013 year of basis period, it will start a day after the end of the previous year of assessment. It will start a day after the end of the previous year of assessment. That is, for 2003 year of assessment, its basis period would have started as the 1st of January of the 1st of January of 2002. These are the characteristics of the normal basis period. One, we are not looking at the abnormal basis period. If any of these characteristics of the normal basis period are not applicable, then we'll be referring to them to what? Abnormal basis period. And the causes of the abnormal basis period will always be one, commencement, cessation, and change in accounting date. Are you getting what I'm explaining at all? We look at the commencement, cessation, and change in accounting date. So let's quickly have an overview of what we mean by this. Under the commencement means the company is just incorporating, it's just starting a new business. And because for the purpose of taxation of Peter and Sita, class, the commencement has a rule which we have to what? We follow, irrespective of the exam condition. The basis period for the commencement, we need to take it. One of the rule for the basis period is we need to establish the first, second, and third year of assessment. The first, second, and third year of assessment first. What is this first year of assessment? The first year of assessment is the year of commencement. The first year of assessment is the year of commencement, and its basis period will start from 1st of January, which will start from the date of commencement and end 31st of December of that same year. Let's take, for example, if a company commenced business in 2008, as at 1st of April 2008, for the first year of assessment, which will be the year of commencement, 2008 is the year of commencement, and it's commencing as at 1st of April 2008. It will end 31st of December 2008. When we look at it, from 1st of January to 31st of December 2008, we all observe that it is not up to 12 months. Because it's not up to 12 months, definitely it makes it to be an abnormal basis period. Because one of the characteristic of the abnormal basis period is that it must not be less than or what greater than 12 months. That is why it is a what commencement. The second rule says that from date of commencement to 12 calendar months for the second year of assessment. For me to determine the second year of assessment, which will now be 2009, it will be from the date of commencement to 31st of December of that same year. Ma, are you with me? And the third year of assessment, for me to determine the third year of assessment, it will be on preceding year basis. It will be on preceding year basis. For the preceding year basis, there is not a clause. If I'm taking a preceding year basis and I look at the preceding year for a particular year of assessment, a good example, the preceding year for the example cited, the preceding year for the third year, it always should be 2010, and the preceding year for 2010 will be 2009. I will now look at the question. The company, when has the company decided to be ending his account? When did the company pick to be ending his account? If a company picked September, October, or November, as the case may be, it's not for me to look at 2009 is the preceding year. Which month is the company ending his account? Let's say the company picks September is ending his account. Definitely, for the preceding year basis for 2010, it will end as at 30th of September 2009. And it must have started in a particular month. What month? I need to count 12 months backward. 12 months backward. If I'm counting 12 months backward, it would have started as a 1st of October 2008. 1st of October 2008. I will now look at the question again for my preceding year basis sorted out. Class, as of 1st of October 2008, if the company has not yet commenced business, I will repeat the basis year of the second year of assessment in the third year. Otherwise, that is, if the company has commenced business, the preceding year will apply. Hello, ma. These are the words, the commencement to which we need to quickly have overview. A good example, let's look at this example. Under the commencement, Taiwo Limited commenced business on 1st of April 2015. Hello, ma. Taiwo Limited commenced on 1st of April 2015 and makes up his account annually to 31st of March, to 31st of March, to 31st of March. The adjusted profits were as follows. Year ended 31st of March 2006. He has a profit of what? Adjusted profit of 480,000. Year ended 31st of March 2017. He has an adjusted profit of 420,000. Year ended 31st of March 2018. He has an adjusted profit of 360. The first question that will come to my mind is, for the first 1 year ended 31st of March 2006, for him to make a adjusted profit of 480,000, it must have started the account as at a particular date. When did he start the account? The account must have started as at the date of commencement. For the first year, it must have started as at the date of commencement, which will be 1/4/2015. 1/4/2015. So the second year of the profit he made in the second year, as year ended at 1st March 2007, it would have started a day after the end of the first year of assessment. It must have started a day after the end of the first year adjusted profit. That is its basis period. The base period for the end of the previous one. The day after the end of 31st March is what? It will be 1/4. It will also be 1/4/2016. And the third year would have been 1/4/2017. It would have started this year month and it would have started this month. So class, if you see a question like this under the commencement, the reason why we do quickly have to take this commencement, change in accounting date, and the cessation rule is because majority of our question we always have basis period. Advanced question, advanced taxation now. Our question will always have basis period in it. Either we are computing basis period for the reward for the assessable profit, or we are computing basis period for the capital allowance to know the year in which an asset will first be allocated. We enjoy its initial allowance. So definitely we have to have a good understanding of commencement, have a good understanding of cessation, and have a good understanding of change in accounting date. So we won't get confused by the time we get to the example. So for this first year now, ma. Sorry. Sorry if I'm to write. Okay, ma. I'm looking at the first year of assessment. The first year of assessment now. What would the base period would have started when, ma? If I'm to start the basis period, under the commencement, please can you quickly give me the commencement rule for it on the year of assessment? Sorry.
If you were to follow the commencement rule, it would have been. Please, can you go back
to the question?
Yeah. It would have been 1st of April 2015 to 31st December 2015.
2015. And the first one will be the year of assessment. Let me quickly, sorry, let me get the tab. Sorry, ma. Okay, for this first one, I would have had my year of assessment, the basis period, and the assessable profit. Are you with me, ma? And the first year of assessment will be what? The first year of assessment will be what? The commencement year, which is 2015. Hello, ma. Are you getting me? And
Yes.
the basis period for it is what? As we start when?
1st of April 2015 to 31st December 2015.
And the second year will be what? 2016 year of
2016.
assessment. The basis period, what is the basis period? Under commencement, the second year of assessment, how do I determine it?
To be 1st of April 2015 to 31st March
12 calendar month.
Yes.
12 calendar month. 21st March
2016.
2016. And the third year, which is 2017. So for me to get this 2017 year of assessment now, the first thing that will come to my mind is I need to get the preceding year basis for it. Hello, ma. Are you with me, ma? I need to get the preceding year. So what is the preceding year? So I have to write it out somewhere. I'm looking at what's wrong with this tab, the notes. Sorry. So if I'm writing the basis period of the 2017 year of assessment out, it would have started when is the company ending its account? The company is ending the account as at the 1st of March. And 2017 preceding year is what? 2016. Are you with me, ma? 2016. Yes. And the company is ending its account every 31st of March. And this must have started when? It must have started when? For the company to end the account at 1st of March. 1st of what?
April 2015.
1st of April 2015. 1st of April. As at 1st of April 2015, as the company commenced business, As the company commenced business?
No.
When did the commencement started?
It has. The company had commenced business as at 1st April 2015.
2015.
Yes.
The company has commenced as the 1st of April 2015. So we will definitely the preceding year we apply. Are you with me, ma? So definitely I have to return this. Okay. Do you understand, ma?
Yes.
So I have to return it. Now, how do I get my assessable profit? You know how to get my assessable profit? The first one, that is the reason why we want basis period. As for us to get this assessable profit under this, I've been giving adjusted profit. Meanwhile, by then we get to more question on how to get adjusted profit. We all know what I mean by adjusted profit. The accounting profit will be different from the taxable profit. So definitely there are some accounts, there are some expenses in which the accountant must have passed and the tax authority will surely disallow it. There are some income in which the accountant must have recognized and the tax authority will look at it that this is not a taxable income. So this is the reason why there have to be an adjustment. So like this question says, the account has already been adjusted and we have these profits. The account has already been adjusted and we have this profit. So for the first year ended 31st of March 2016, That means the question, the company have started his account. The company has started his account as at the date of commencement for this account to end 31st of March 2016, being the first profit, being the first profit or the income, being the first profit the company made. Are you with me, ma? For the
Yes.
first year, the company has started, it would have started as a date of commencement. So it's not for us to look at it that if for the first year, he's starting as a 1 for 2015 and is ending 31st of March 2016. Ma, are you following me? If he's
Yes.
starting as a 1 for 2015 and is ending 31st of March 2016, we need to look at it in which of the basis period can we see months in which year of the from here as at the 2015 basis period. I need months of 1st of April 2015 to 31st of December 2015. 1st of April 2015 to 31st of December 2015. Back to the question. The question for this year of assessment, we started 1 April 2015 and ended 31st of March 2016. Definitely for this month, the basis period for all this month, it can be found in the first year profit, in the first year adjusted profit. Yes or no, ma?
Yes.
Yes. But the next thing we need to look at is that we need to prorate. This year profit, the first year profit is for how many months?
For 9 months.
April 2015 to the 1st of March 2016. How many months, ma?
1st of April 2015 to 31st December 2015.
Yes. I'm looking at my the base period is 9 months, right? For the 2015 year of assessment, 9 months. But this profit, the profit made, the profit of 480 is for how many months, ma?
Okay, it's for 12 months.
For 12 months. For 12 months. Definitely, the company will only be assessed for only 9 months out of the 12 months profit. This is what it means. Are you with me, ma? The company will only be assessed for 9 months out of the 12 months profit. So it will be 9 over 12 times the 480,000. I need to get this working. To minimize this. Sorry, ma. I'm trying to minimize, to move to the pad, to move to the board itself. Sorry. So let's just quickly use this. So 9 over 12 times 480,000. Ma, what do I have, ma?
360,000.
360,000. 360,000. For the second year, it must have started as at 1 for 2016. 1 for 2016. And it ended as at 31st March 2016. 31st March 2016. So for this month now, the base period is for how many months? 12 months. For this month, the base period is for 12 months. And looking at this year of assessment is also for 12 months. Are you with me, ma?
Yes.
And it started as at 1 for 2016. 1 for 2016. But
2015.
all these 12 months can be found in this first year adjusted profit. Are you with me, ma? It can be found in the first year adjusted profit. So the answer to the second year, the assessed profit will be what? 480,000. And the next one will be what? This one started 1 for 2015 to 31st March 2016. So I'll be having 420,000 and 360,000 respectively going forward. Ma, the second question. So the second question is also on basis, it's also on commencement. Since just we are having overview of the commencement, let's quickly jump to the word. It's the cessation and change in accounting date. So it will won't waste we didn't waste our time on commencement. Let's quickly jump to the word cessation. Cessation. Okay. What do you mean by that cessation? Under cessation, there are things we should take note of. First, the company is coming to an end. The company wants to end its operation. If the company is ending its operation, what are the reasons that will make the company to end its operation? The first one is what? The company is liquidating either voluntarily or involuntarily. The company is liquidating either voluntarily or involuntarily. Two or more companies can merge. They can decide to merge, to come together, in which one or two of them will form a new business and they loses their identity. Are you with me? A company might be acquired by another company. If a company is acquired by another company, definitely the one being acquired will surely lose his word. It will lose his word, his name, and thereby bring the business to an end. A Nigeria branch of a foreign company might be shut down. These are the words, the cessation. What are the likely reasons, or what are the possible ways, or what may occur that will lead to what cessation of a business? So let's now look at the reason for cessation. Natural disaster can cause reason for cessation. Loss of market share to competitors can cause reason for cessation. Government legislation, court order, continuous losses. If a company keep on making loss on daily basis, on yearly basis, definitely the business is not profitable, and as a result of strategic decision can be made, and thereby let's end this business. Management decision can also make a business to come to an end. So under cessation now, there is also a rules that we need to take note of. Under cessation, only 2 years are really needed. Only 2 good years are needed, which is the ultimate year and the penultimate year. The ultimate year and the penultimate year. What is penultimate year and what is ultimate year? Ultimate year is the year of cessation. Ultimate year is the year of cessation. Penultimate year is the year before the cessation. Penultimate year is the year before the cessation. So we only need 2 years of assessment, the ultimate year and the penultimate year. Now, what is the rules guiding ultimate year and what is the rules guiding the penultimate year? The rules guiding the ultimate year is that his basis period will be from 1st of January of that year to the date of what? Cessation. Are you with me, ma? The rule guiding the ultimate year will be from 1st of January of that year to the date of what? Cessation. What is the rules guiding penultimate year? The penultimate year will be what? Will be accessed on both AYB and PYB. I know my penultimate year. That is the year before cessation. Now I have to look for the base period on AYB, and I have to look for the base periods on penultimate on the what? PYB. Sorry, ma. Under my commencement, I failed to mention the taxpayers options, right of election. Under the what? Second and the third year, under commencement, back to the commencement 2. For the second and the third year of assessment, the company or the taxpayer has the right to tell the tax authority, to write to the tax authority and tell them, I want to be assessed on actual year basis for the second and the third year. I want to be assessed on the actual year basis for the second and the third year. It's just for me to look for the actual year basis, and I know that for any actual year basis, it must have started from 1st of January to 31st of December of that same year. So let's assume we are going back to the word. For this question, we need the second year from the first question. The second year of assessment is 2016, and the second year of assessment is 2017. The third year is 2017. So the taxpayer has the right to tell the tax authority, to write to them in writing that I want my assessment for 2016 and 2017 to be based on actual year basis. What is the actual year basis for 2016? It will be from 1st of January 2016 to 31st of December 2016. What is the actual year basis for 2017? From 1st of January 2017 to 31st of December 2017. Now, I cannot take a right without taking a good decision. And the decision I have to be with, I have to compare with my normal word using the rules, using the basis rules, the commencement rules, using the commencement rule on the second and the third year. The accumulation of that two, I will compare with the words using my actual year, using my right for the actual year for 2016 and 2017. The accumulation of the two, I compare, and I have to go for the mini one that will reduce my tax liability. If I know that if using the actual year basis, the accumulation of these two will give me a higher tax liability, I will pay tax, I'll pay more as tax. Class, definitely there should be a reason why I have to do what? I have to apply, or I have to go for the right of election under the commencement. Back to our cessation, under the cessation. I'm talking of the cessation under the penultimate. Under the penultimate, I said the penultimate is the year before the year of cessation. And the taxpayer have to get for what? For AYB and for PYB for that year. For AYB and for PYB. It is not for the what? It is the tax authority that has rights to choose the higher between the AYB and the PYB. The tax authority is the one that has the right to choose between the AYB and the PYB for the penultimate year. the higher of the two will be added to the what? To the ultimate year assessment, and that becomes the tax liability. It becomes the total tax liability that the taxpayer will surely pay. That is cessation. Let's look at a good example of cessation. Tolu Limited permanently ceased business on 28th of February 2003. Tolu Limited permanently ceased business on 28th of February 2003. His adjusted profit for the last few years were as follows. His adjusted profit for the last few years were as follows. Year ended 31st of May 2001. Year ended 31st of May 2001. The company made a profit of what? Has an adjusted profit of 500,000. Year ended 31st of May 2002. The company has an adjusted profit of 720,000. And period to 28th February 2003, the company has an adjusted profit of 315,000. Class, if I can ask, as at 31st, for the first year ended 31st May 2001, adjusted profit of 500,000, where must the account would have started from? For the company to end as at 31st of May, this is a continued business. Business is already an existing business. He only decided to cease in 2003. So for this first year of assessment, for this first year adjusted book profit, the account must have started somewhere. Please, can you tell me the date in which the account would have started from?
The account would have started from 1st of June
Where?
2000.
1st of what?
June 2000.
1st of June. 1st of June. Why is it 1st of June, man?
Because we are counting it 12 months backwards.
Exactly, because we are counting 12 months backwards. So it has started 1st of June. Okay, man. If it would have started 1st of June, right?
Yes.
20 what?
2000.
So this is the question. It would have started as a 1st of June 2000. 1st of June 2000. First of June 2000, right? And it ended where?
31st May 2001.
2001. And had a profit of how much? Had a profit of 500,000. Had a profit of 500,000. Good. This is exactly what I want to point out. For the second year, it would have started as a day after the end of the previous year. A day after the end of the previous year. A day after the end of May 2001 is the same 1st of June. 1st of June 2001. Are you with me? And the adjusted profit is 720,000. For the third year, for the third one, it started a day after the end of the previous one. A day after the end of the previous one. A day after the end of the previous one would have started as the same 1st of June. 1st of June 2002. 1st of June 2002, and the profit is 315,000. Are you with me, man? So now,
yes,
under the cessation now, I said it's only two things that we need: 2 years of assessment, the year of cessation and the what? Penultimate year. The year of cessation and the penultimate year. What is the year of cessation? Yes, cessation.
the year of cessation is 2003.
2003. Year of cessation. Penultimate year is what?
2002.
2002. So what do I need now? For the year of cessation, what is the basis period? The year of cessation. Please remind me the basis period, the rule guiding the cessation rule under ultimate year.
Is on actual year basis.
That's
from 1st of January 2003
to where?
to 28th February 2003.
Exactly, to 28th February 2003. It would have started from that. The ultimate will be on what? Actual year basis, from the date, from 1st of January to 31st, to the date of cessation of that same year. From 1st of January of that year to the what? To the date of cessation of the year. So it would have been 1st of January 2002 to 28th February 2002.
2003.
Sorry, 2003. So for the penultimate year, what is my penultimate? I said I need the higher of AYB, B, PYB. Under the AYB, what is the AYB for 2002? I'm listening, ma.
That would be 1st of January 2002 to 31st December 2002.
And the PYB will be what? The first thing that comes to my mind is what? What is the PYB for 2002? 2001.
Yes.
Are you with me? When is the company ending his account? Back to the question. The company is ending his account, not giving, but from the year ended 31st of May 2001, year ended 31st of May 2002, definitely we would have knew that the company always ends his account as at when? Every 31st of May. Are you with me, ma? Every 31st of May. Every 31st of May. So 31st, 5. And this must have started as at when?
1/6, yes.
2000. 2000. Are you with me? 2000.
Yes.
So the company, the tax authority need the higher of these two. The higher of AYB and PYB is what will be added to the what? To the ultimate. And that becomes the total tax liability the company will pay. Let's quickly work for the ultimate. If I want to get the assessable profit for the ultimate, back to the question, the question says from 1st of January 2002 to 28th of what? 28th of February, the same 2003. Sorry, it's 2003. Sorry, 2003. 28th of February 2003. 28th of February 2003. So, class, let's quickly work this out. Let's go back to the question. This is how many months? How many months is years, ma? That means this is 2 months. 2 months. 2 out of how many months profit? Where from the question now? Look at this.
It's not up to 12.
Where? Is it up to 12?
No.
Is how many months?
This
is from 1/6/2002 to 28th of February 2003. How many months do I have?
9.
It has already taken all the whole 2002, which is 6 months, plus which is 7 months. 7 months. June is inclusive. 7 months. 7 months plus January and February.
That is 9 months.
9 months. And the profit is what? 315. The profit is what? 315. 2/9 times 315,000. Yeah, it is also 2/9 times 315,000. So, ma, do you have the value? What's the answer? 2/9 times 315,000. What do I have, ma?
That's 70,000.
70,000. Based on what you said, though. Yeah, 70,000. So, back to this. That is the assessable. This is a profit for the ultimate year. For the penultimate year, let's find the assessable profit on AYB, assessable profit on PYB. The higher of the two is what will be added to the 70,000, and the summation becomes the tax liability for that year.
Okay.
Will be the what? The taxable profit. Will be the taxable profit. Taxable profit. I shouldn't use tax liability because the tax liability would have the 30% or 20%, either a small company or a normal tax rate would have been applied to it. But it will be a what? Taxable profit. So the assessable profit, you've gotten assessable profit. Is assessable. So for the AYB, the AYB says from 1st of January 2002 to 31st of December 2002. How many months? 12 months. How many months? 12 months. I have to go back to the question. Where can I see from 1st of January 2002? 1st of January 2002. Is it 2002? It's 2001. 2001. 1st of January 2000. Yeah, it's 2002 because it's on AYB, actual year basis. 1st of January 2002 to 31st of December 2002. If I go back to the question now, I'm looking for from 1st of January 2002, 1st of January 2002 to 31st of December 2002. This started as at when? The first year adjusted profit started as at 1/6/2000. As at 1/6/2000. Are you with me, ma? 1/6/2000. and it ended 31st May 2001. Month that I need is not there, right?
Yeah. Yes.
For this second year, because I only need from 1st of January 2002 to 31st of December 2002. For the second year, it started as at when 1/6/2001 to 31st of May 2002. Definitely, the part of the month needed, the part of the month I need is, I can find it here.
Yes.
I can find January, February, March, April, May 2002 here.
Yes.
Are you with me, ma? I can find January, February, March, April, May. 5 months. Are you with me, ma? 5 months.
Yeah.
I can find 5 months out of what? Out of 12 months. I can find 5 months out of 12 months. January, February, March, April, May. So it will now be 5 over how many months? 12 months times 720,000.
Yes.
So it will be 5 over 12 times 720, right?
Yeah, 720.
Plus, if I've already seen 5 months, how many months I'm looking for? That means I'll be looking for
7 months.
12 months. I'll be looking for how many months? 7
months.
7 months. So it will now be 7 over 12 times how much? Now that will be found in the second year of assessment.
Yes.
Is it up to 12 or not? Under the second year of assessment, it started 1/6/2002 and ended 28 February 2003. It's not up to 12 months,
It's not
right?
up to 12 months. Yes.
It's not up to 12 months. So it will be 7 over the number of months.
9.
How many months is here?
9 months.
9 months. 9 months. And the assessed profit is 315. So it will be 7 over 9. That is 7 over 9. 7 over 9 times, how much is the profit? The profit is how much? 315. That's just 315. Thank you, ma. So 315 times 315,000. So please, what is the total now? The 5 over 12 times 720. What is the value?
That's 300,000.
300,000 plus 7 over 9 times 305.
That's 245.
245. 245. Very rough. I need to put a space because of the AYB and PYB. Should I just? I'm looking at, so it should be clear.
It's not. It's joined together.
It's joined together, right?
Yeah.
Let me cancel this. Okay. Let's have this. AYB first, then PYB, then PYB, then 2000 and you have enough notes. So AYB. Let's get the AYB first. Should I just that means I have to cancel this, so it will be very clear. The AYB, the first one is what? 5 over 12 times how much?
720.
Times the 720,000. 700,000 plus
7 over 9.
7 over 9 times 315,000. So I have the value of
300,000.
100,000
plus 245. 245,000. 245,000.
And I total
545.
545,000. That is for the what? For the AYB. And for the PYB.
Yeah.
The PYB. The base period for the PYB is what? The PYB for 2002. The basis period for 2002. The PYB for 2002 is 2001. 2001. And the company is ending its account every 31st of May.
That's me.
31st of May. And it must started as at 1/6/2000. Are you with me? It was started as at 1/6/2000. So now, from the question, I need from 1/6/2000 to 31st May 2001. 1/6/2000 to 31st May 2001. So let's look from the question. Is there any accounting adjusted profit that have from 1/6/2000 from 1/6/2000? That is the first year. The first year, exactly 500,000. 500,000. The higher of the two is what the tax authority will pick. Are you with me? The AYB is greater than the PYB. Definitely, the tax authority will go for the what? For the AYB. And it will be added to that of the 2003 year of assessment. The 2003 year of assessment is from the date of commencement, from 1st of January 2003 to where? To 28th February 2003. And I have a profit of how much?
315. Sorry.
2 over 9 times what?
Times 315,000.
And I have, what is the total, please? Again,
that's 70,000.
70,000. Definitely, the tax will now be, sorry. If the tax authority is picking 545,000, are you with me? For the penultimate year, and for the ultimate year, 70,000. So the tax, the assessable, the total assessable profit, will now be what?
It will now be 615.
Will now be what? 545 plus 70,000. What do you have, class?
615.
615. Okay, please. That is it. So just the reason why I just have to quickly take this, the cessation and the commencement. You all know that our question, irrespective of the question, whether it's a what, whether it's a what, powder company, and also whether it's also a company into solid mineral, there will always be commencement. There will always be commencement. Other things we follow. There will always be what? Basis period, either cessation or commencement. Then after we've gotten our basis period well known, then we'll move to capital allowance. In every question, in as much as this taxation is concerned, we cannot do without the basis period, and we cannot do with the capital allowance. We must be well acquainted, good knowledge on capital allowance, good knowledge on basis period. Are you with me, ma? Good knowledge on capital allowance, good knowledge on basis period. The capital allowance cannot take another dimension in form of the higher purchase. Are you with me? The capital allowance, it depends on how it will be. The most important thing is just for us to understand the principles and understand the basis. If you understand the basics and the principle, taxation, we are good to go. Then other things we apply. What are the adjusted profit? They'll be looking at the adjusted profit. If we can go along with that one, they'll be looking at the small company. Will a company be taxed on small company, or will a company be taxed on the normal 30% or 20%? I'll also be looking at the minimum tax computation. On what basis will a company be taxed on minimum tax? But without having a good knowledge on what? On basis period, all this will give a confusion. That is the reason why I have to take basis period first. So let's look at the second. Let's look at the second question. The second question is also Tolu Limited. It's also on cessation. The second question is also on cessation. And it says that Tolu Limited permanently ceased. You are giving the answer to this. It says Tolu Limited permanently ceased on the 30th June 2003. If it ceases 30th June 2003 and its profits are adjusted as follows for tax purpose, year ended 30th June 2001. The first thing that has to come to my mind is that if he's making this profit to year ended 30th June 2001, 240,000, where would that account? It must have started in a particular date. This is the date I need to first establish and write out in my question paper. So for this year ended 30th June 2001, where would the company have started from?
It should have started from 1st July 2000.
1st July 2000. Note, this is a commencement. Yes, sorry. This is a cessation. Sorry. It's exactly 1st July cessation. It would have started as a 1st July 2000. 1st July 2000. For the second year would have started a day after the end of the previous one, which should have been 1st what? The same 1st July 2001. And this one we have what? 1st July 2002. Are you with me? Is we have 1st July 2002. So after that, it's not for me to look at it. It's a cessation. Then I have to apply my cessation rule. I have to apply my cessation rule. Then we move. Tolu Limited. Under Tolu Limited, I have what? The year of assessment. No, before then, I have to get the heading. Computation of assessable profit. Computation of assessable profit for all relevant year of assessment. Are you with me? Now, if I've gotten this, then I have to get my year of assessment, the basis period, and the what? Assessable profit. Under my what? Cessation, the first thing I need to establish is what? The ultimate year, which will be on the down. But before I need the ultimate and the penultimate year. What year is the year of cessation? What year is the year of cessation? The company ceases when 2003. The company ceases when 2003. 30th June 2003. Definitely my ultimate year is what? 2003. My ultimate year is 2003. My penultimate year will be 2002. Are you still with me? My penultimate year was 2002. If my ultimate year is 2003, my penultimate year is 2002. Under the 2002, I need the higher of AYB and PYB. Then the 2003 year of assessment. What is the AYB for 2002? What is the AYB of 2002? It is from 1st of January 2002 to 31st of December 2002. Class, I just want you people to understand the reason why I'm taking basis period again. Because of our taxation, everything we have one way or the other to have a reference to the basis period, all the other topics. So that is the reason why we have to take basis period, good knowledge of it, capital allowance, good knowledge of it, adjusted profit, good knowledge of it. Then class, we are good to go. Others, under the petroleum and the petroleum profiters, taxation of solid minerals, pioneer legislation, then we always have basis period in one way or the other to come back to. So under the PYD for 2002 is what?
2001.
2001. And the company is ending his account as at when? When is the company ending the account? The company is account as 30th June. 30th June. 30th June. If the company is ending his account as at 30th June, so I would have 30th 6 2001, and it would have started as at a particular date. They have started as at a particular date, which is 1/7/2000. Then for the ultimate year, let me cancel it so you can have enough space. Ultimate year 2003. The basis period will be from 1st of January 2003 to the date of cessation. What is the date of cessation here? The date of cessation is 30th June 2003. 30th June 2003 to 30th June 2003 to 30th June 2003. Then I start my computation to get my assessable profit. Back to the first one. The first one needs AYB from 1/1/2002 to 31/12/2002. How many months? The month is how many?
12 months.
12 months. 12 months. 12 months. 12 months. So if I move back to my question, do you have any word adjusted profit? Any adjusted profit that start from 1/1/2002 to 31/12/2002. 1/1/2002 to 31/12/2002. 1/1/2002 to 31/12/2002. The first thing you can see from this first one, Hello, ma.
Yes,
Are you
I
with
can
me?
see.
I need
Yes.
1/1/2000 is on AYB. First
Mm.
2002 to 31st 12 2002. 1/1/2002. The second year stop June. Are you with me? The second
Yeah.
year stop June. That means I have 6 months here.
Yes. You
Where is
have
the
6
next 6
months
months? The 6 months
in the
comes in the
third year.
second year. Am I correct? The first 6
Yes.
months is here and the second 6 months is here, because as at the last date of cessation, it started from 1/7/2002 to 30th June 2003. So for
Yeah.
this first 6 months is 6 over what? 12. It
6
is up
over
to 12
12.
months. As at
Yes.
the year of cessation, is it up to 12 months? Is it greater than 12 months? This is what we need to establish first.
Mm.
How many
It's
months
up.
do we have here? It started as at 1/7/2002 to 30th June 2003. Is the
It's up
same
to 12
12
months.
months. Are you with me? So it will now be, I will have 6, sorry,
6 over
6
12
over 12 times, what's the value?
times
300,000.
300,000.
300,000 times 300,000 plus the same 6. So, sorry. So what do I have here? 6 over 12 times 300,000, just half, which is
Yes.
150,000, right?
150,000. Yes.
Plus 6 over 12 times 2, this should be 200,000.
Yes.
200,000. And what is the value? The same 100,000.
100,000.
So the total is what?
250.
250,000. 250,000 for the AYB. So for the
AYB.
PYB now, I need this. I'm looking for 1/7/2000 to 30/6/2001. 1/7/2000 to 30/6/2001. So for my question,
Yes.
I need
Okay.
1/7/2000 to 30/6, which is 30th June 2001. You can see this is exactly for the first year of assessment, which is
Yes.
240,000. Can be
240,000.
found here, 240,000. Is what? 240,000. And the tax authority will assess based on the higher of the two.
The
Are
2.
you with me? The higher of the two. That means tax authority will go for the 250,000.
Yeah.
The tax authority will go for the 250,000. Are you with me, ma? So the
Yes.
next thing is for me to get the what? For the ultimate year. Is for me to get for the ultimate year. Under the ultimate year, how many months? Exactly 6 months. This is exactly 6 months. Right? So it will now
Yes.
be 6 over how many months? You can see
6
that for
over.
the ultimate year, 6 over 12 is up to
Yeah.
12. It started as at 1/7/2002 and ended 30th June 2003. Whereas for my ultimate year, I need January, February, March, April, May, June, which is 6.
Yes.
Okay, so it will now be 6 over 12 times 200,000. 6 over 12, which is 6 over 12 times 200,000. How many? That is
100,000.
100,000. So the total accessible profit of Tolu Limited equals to the first, that is the higher of the AYB and PYB, which is 250,000. 250,000. Sorry. Plus 100,000, which is what?
350.
350,000. So class, in as much we have a review, this is just like a review of our basis period. In as much we have a review of our basis period, let's quickly look at the last one, which is change of accounting date. Then we can look at the preamble, a review on capital allowance today too. Are you with me, ma? We can also look at a review on capital allowance today. If you can get that too very well, and we understand base period and capital allowance, we are good to go. Others will just be like tax code laws. Why is this, and why is it not that? Are you with me? Why is this? Why are we using this? And why then we always have a reference back to basis period and capital allowance. No question on no question. There is no question. Either question number 1 on ICAN question number 2 or question number 3, they will always want us to compute capital allowance. Though the question will not be given directly that compute capital allowance. But if the question says compute tax liability for all relevant year of assessment, if I've gotten my assessable profit, after I've gotten my assessable profit, what's the next thing to do? I have to look at it before I get my assessable profit. I must have gotten my adjusted profit. Then after my adjusted profit, if there is loss brought forward, if there is loss brought forward, if there is balancing charge, if there is capital allowance, for me to get the taxable profit, to get the taxable profit. So all this now, before I can get there, I must have computed my capital allowance. I must have known my basis period very well. So let's quickly look at the last abnormal basis period, which is a change in accounting date. Change in accounting date. After we are good with that, then we'll look at the possibility of having the preamble of capital allowance. Capital allowance. Change in accounting date. So now the change in accounting date. Change in accounting date. The change in accounting date, this occurs when a business or trade that usually prepares account to a particular date suddenly prepares account to another date in a particular new year. Previous example, Tolu Limited has always been using 30th June to end his account. 30th June to end his account. Suddenly, the company now decided to end 31st of December. 31st of December. Definitely, there is a change in accounting date. And this is also a what? It will cause an abnormal basis period. It's also the reason for an abnormal basis period. Is either for any of those years, the one of it will not be up to 12 months. Or there will be a what? There will be gap. Reason for a change of accounting date. The reason for a change of accounting date, these are government legislation. The government can have a legislation. The government can pass a legislation that all organizations should always use the government fiscal year. That is, all organizations should start from their date of their basis period should be from 1st of January to 31st of December. Government principles, government policies can cause an organization want to meet up with government policy. I want to start using the government accounting year end. If I want to start using the government financial year, the government accounting year end, definitely I have to change my accounting date. When there is mergers and acquisition, two companies trying to come together to form a better one, to form a bigger company. If they are having different accounting year end, the new company, definitely there will surely be a change in accounting date. Let's say A merged with B and it formed bigger A. Are you with me? A merged with B. With time we look at this is going to be part of our topic. We'll be looking at what? Tax implication of mergers and acquisition. If A and B is coming together to form A, or if A and B is coming together to form C, what are the tax implications? These are the reasons why the base period have to come back. We'll be looking at this new C that is being formed. The new C that is being formed now. Is it going to apply a commencement to, or is it going to continue using the old accounting year end of the two companies? The bigger A that is being formed, is it going to continue using the accounting year end of the previous A, or is it going to choose a new accounting year end? These are the reasons why there will be a change in accounting date. For account consideration purpose, for account consolidation, this will be consolidation purpose, and for tax planning purpose. Class, if there is a change in accounting date, what are the rules regarding change in accounting date? The rule guiding the change in accounting date is one. It's very simple. We just need 2 good years, 3 good years of assessment. One, the year in which the company failed to meet up its old accounting date. That is that particular year in which the company changes accounting date is relevant. Then we pick 2 subsequent years as follows. The first one, we need to do what? Identify the year of change. That is the year in which the business failed to prepare his account to his normal date. If in 2001, the company is using 31st of December, 30th June. 2002, the company uses 30th June. 2003, the company now decided to use 31st of December. 2003, which is the year of change, will be the first year we need under change in accounting date. Then we pick 2 subsequent years that follows. What are the 2 subsequent years that follows after 2003? Is 2004 and 2005. Then after we've identified these 3 good years, what is the next thing we need to do? We just need to prepare basis period using the old accounting date and using the new accounting date for those 3 years in question. We need to prepare basis period using the old accounting date and using the new accounting date for those 3 years we've already identified. Then compute the base period and assessable profit for the 3 years of assessments as determined in A and B above using the old accounting date. The next one, compute the base period and assessable profit using the new accounting date. Sum of the computed assessable profit in step C and D. It should be noted that under change in accounting date, the tax authority will be the one to exercise right of election. Right of election now, under commencement, is the taxpayer that has the right to exercise the right of election. To say that I want my second and the third year of assessment to be computed using using AYB instead of using the commencement rule for second and the third year of assessment. Under the cessation now, is the tax authority that has the right to determine that the penultimate year basis period, the assessable profit for the basis period, will either be on AYB or PYB. Definitely, the tax authority will pick the higher of the two. Under change in accounting date, is the tax authority that also has the right to determine whether it will be what. I'm picking the accumulation of, I've already gotten the accumulation for the old year using the old date. I've gotten the accumulation using the new date. The tax authority will now determine, will now exercise the right based on the higher of the two. Based on the higher of the two. We cannot expect the tax authority to choose a lower amount. It's not possible. They will always go for the higher one. Is the taxpayer under the commencement that will be looking to minimize my tax liability? Definitely, I have to go for the lower. Let's quickly look at this question, because I want us to be as fast as possible. Hello, ma. Are you with me, class?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Please,
Yes.
I want us to be as fast as possible. I'm looking at the possibility of picking the capital allowance today. Looking at the possibility of picking capital allowance today. So we can quickly, because with time, I want us to be fast with our class. So as much as possible, we're having past question to treat. Are you with me? Having past question to treat. If we can treat with, if I can quickly be done with basis period, capital allowance, adjusted profit, then I will know that all other things, the question, any other question, we always have basis period, adjusted profit, and capital allowance. Then we start treating past questions along. So it will be any of our workings, any of our example will be past questions. Any solution, any workings we need, any question we are citing will always be past questions. After we get note to basis period, capital allowance, and adjusted profit, any other question that we need to cite, either we are treating petroleum, maybe it will be on past question. But without having a good knowledge on basis period, adjusted profit, and capital allowance, when we get to the example, we get confused and we do a lot of mistakes. To avoid this, that is the reason why we have to take basis period very well, capital allowance very well, adjusted profit good. Look at this. It's a Taiwo Limited. Taiwo Limited has been in business for many years. Taiwo Limited has been in business for many years, and is adjusted profit for taxation purpose, and has adjusted profit for taxation purpose have recently been. It has been many years, and his profits adjusted for taxation purpose, has recently been year ended 30th June 2005. Are you with me? Year ended 30th June 2005. 18 months ended 31st December 2006. Year ended 31st December 2007. Year ended 21st December 2008. Class, under the rules on the board on the change in accounting date, the first rule says that we should identify the year in which the company failed to prepare his account to his old accounting date. The company fails to prepare his account to his old accounting date. That is the year in which the company changes its accounting date. As of 2005, the company is using 30th June. As of 2006, the company now changed to 31st of December. So what year will be the first year, the year of change?
That would be 2006.
2006. 2006. If 2006 is the year of change, and the rule now goes on to say that we should pick 2 subsequent years that follows. So what are the 2 subsequent years that follows after 2006?
2007 and 8.
2007, 2008. Ma, can you see what I'm writing?
Yes, I can.
Okay, 2006, 2007, 2008. So what I need now is that after I've gotten for these 3 years, the rule now move on to say that for these 3 years, I have to get the basis period using the old accounting date. I have to get the basis period using the new accounting date. What is the new accounting date? The new accounting year end is what? 31st. The new is what? 31st of December. Are you with me? The old is what? The old is what? 30th June.
30th June.
Are you with me, ma? So now let's quickly work this out. Change in accounting date. Name of the company is Taiwo Limited. Using the new, using old, A, using the old account, the old accounting date. So I need what? Year of assessment, the basis period, and the assessable. Two 2006, 2007, 2008. Are you with me, ma? So using the old accounting date for 2000 again, and the rule have to be, everything has to be on preceding year basis. Everything will be on preceding year basis. Either we are using the old or we are using the new.
Okay, everything is on PYB for changing accounting date.
For changing accounting date.
Okay. Okay.
Everything has to be on preceding year basis. So the using the old, the preceding year for 2006 is what?
2005.
2005. As at when the company is ending its account, old accounting date is when?
30th June.
30th June, exactly. 30th June. 30th June. And it must have started when? 1/7/2004.
2004.
The same thing applies to this. A day after the end of this, this one must have started 1/7/2005 to 30th June 2006. Are you with me, ma? 1/7/2006 to 30th June 2007. Okay, let's work out. As at 1/7/2004, 30th is 2005. Back to my question. This month, where can I find it in those in the adjusted profit? 1/7.
You can find it in the first year.
In the first year, 1/7/2004 to 34. No, this one would have started as at when? This one would have started as at 1. It would have started as at when?
1/7/2004.
1/7/2004. 1/7/2004. And this one would have started when? Please, let's write it out. This one would have started a day after the end of this. A day after the end of this one, which is 1/7/2005. And as 18 months, you can see it should have ended as at 30th June 2006, but it now extended to 31st of December 2006. So it's now 12 months plus 6, which is 18 months. And this one will start a day after the end of the previous one, which will be 1/1/2007. Am I correct? Is it correct?
Yes, 1/1/2007.
And this one will also be 1/1/2008.
That 18 months ended 31st December 2006. Is it meant to start 1st July 2005? I thought
exactly. Yes. Ma, you should have, the company will continue in existence. They should have the company started immediately after the end of the first accounting the first accounting profit or adjusted profit, the first accounting year end. A day after it, that is when the company will continue its existence. Are you with me? A day after the end of the previous one, a day after the end will be, a day after this will be what? Once 1st of June, 1st of July, 1st of July. Are you with me? 1st of July. So as at 1st of July 2005, 12 months should have ended 30th June 2006. But because the company wanted to change its accounting date, they now decided to continue the business to 31st of December 2006. That is the reason why we have 18 months.
18 months.
Okay. From here now, and I need sorry. So the first one is I need 1/7/2004, 1/7/2004 to 30/6/2004. Exactly in the first year, the profit is here 360. This is 360. So I'll just pick 360. Assessable profit 360. This one is cleared. So the second one, I need 1/7/2005 to 30/6/2006. 30/6/2006. 30/6/2006. Back to this question. This one started as 1/7/2005. Up to 18 months. And I only need 12 months out of it. 12 months would have ended as at 30/6/2006. Are you with me? But it extended to what? December. So it will now be what? 12 over what?
Over 18.
Times 600,000. 12 over 18 times 600,000. 12 over 18 times 600,000. So the value, ma?
It will be 400,000.
400,000. Are you sure? Is it correct? You are giving me the answer. So the last one, as at the last one, is 1/7/2006 to 30/6/2007. 1/7/2006 to 30/6/2007. 1/7/2006 to 30/6/2007. You can see that 1/7/2006. That means the 18 months here, the previous ones has already taken 12 months. I'll be left with how many months? 6 months. So I'll take the remaining 6 months here and the remaining 6 months in the next year.
Yes.
Am I good to go? So it will be 6 over 18. You know, the profit for that year is for 18 months. It's for 18 months. I've already picked 12 out of it. So the last 6 months times 600,000 plus 6 over what? Is it up to 12? You need to be very sure. Is it up to 12 months? As of from 1st of January 2007 to 31st December 2007. This is 12 months. This is 12 months. But I only need how many? I only need January, February, March, April, May, June. 6.
6.
How much is the value? 12. The value is what? 300,000. So what do you have, ma? 6 over 18 is off.
6 over 18 times 600,000. That's 400.
200.
Definitely is wrong. If this is 400, the first one you gave me as 12 over 18 times 600,000 cannot be 400.
Okay. It's 200.
I wish. Do you understand what I mean, ma?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 200.
200,000 plus 6 over 12 times 300,000.
That's half.
It will be half. 150,000.
150,000.
So the total is what?
350.
350,000. So now, no, this is the first. I'm using the first basis, using the what? Using the old accounting year end. So I have to sum everything together. 360 plus 400,000 plus 350,000. What is the value? 360 plus 400,000.
360 plus 400, 760.
760 plus 350,000.
That's 350. 1,000. 1,110,000.
Like this.
Yes.
Correct.
No, put 1 in front. 1. Yes.
Okay. That is for the old accounting date. Now let's look for the new. Using the new accounting date, using the new accounting date, I also need to repeat the same thing. 2006, 2007. Let me space it. Let me space it because everything will look off. 2007, 2008. Are you with me? Also, using the new accounting date, everything still have to be on preceding year basis. Year of assessment, basis, period, assessable, profit. 2006 year of assessment. The new accounting date now is what? 31st of December, right? The company has
Yes.
changed to 31st of December. The company has changed to 31st of December. So it will now be everything still on preceding year basis. 31st of December 2005. Am I correct?
Yes.
1/1/2005. 1/1/2006 to 31st December 2006. 1/1/2007 to 31st December 2007. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, you are with me. Okay, let's quickly get the assessable profit. Because of time, I wish I need to take my capital allowance today. It's also important to me. Hello, are you with me, ma?
Yes, I am.
Okay, please. Because of time, I'm also in fact, this should have been done as a last month. All the basis for your capital assessable profit. So we know that we are very far. We know we need to take the key ones, but without these three knowledge, it will give me issue. We all know this, right?
Yeah.
We have very good issue, very good one. They can ask me to be computing my tax liability for all relevant years, and for the one of the relevant year there is basis period, and I get confused in my exam hall. It's wrong. I can't be computing tax liability and there is what? Accusation of what? There is accusation of what? Capital expenditure during the year.
Yes.
How do I allocate to get my initial allowance? How do I know if there is what? If there is what balancing charge or balancing allowance? You understand? So we need to take base period, capital allowance, adjusted profit. First, clear these out. Then we start looking at other topics. So class, let's quickly complete this. This is start from 1/1/2005 to 31st December 2005. For my question now, I'm looking for 1/1/2005, 1/1/2005 to 31st December 2005. 1/1/2005, we take 6 months here. Am I correct? You know, 1/1 is we take the 6 months to June here, and you take the name, you take 6 months here too. So it will be 6/12. This one is 12 months, and this one is 18 months. 6/12 times 360. 6/18 times 600. Am I correct?
Yes.
So please give me 6/12 times what?
360.
360,000 plus 6/12 times
6/18.
6/18. Sorry, 6/18 times 600,000.
Okay. So that's 180,000 plus 200,000.
200,000. And the total is what?
380.
380,000. Okay, we are good to go. The next one is as at 1/1/2006 to 31/12/2006. 1/1/2006 to 31/12/2006. 1/1/2006. The 1/1/2006 here, ma, you can see that everything will be here.
Yes.
Everything will be here. This one started as a 1/7/2005, which is the 6 months plus the 12 months. So it will now be 12/16, 12/18 times 600,000. 12/18 times 600,000. 12 divided by 18 times 600,000. That should be 400,000, right?
Yes.
And the last one says 1/1/2007, 1/1/2007 to 31st December 2007. 1/1/2007 to 31st December 2007. This is exactly what I need. 1/1/2007 to 31 December 2007, which is
That's 300.
300,000. So the total, please.
The total is
380
now
plus 400 plus 300,000.
that's 1,080,000.
1,080,000. This right?
Yes.
So now, under the change in accounting date, you say the what? The tax authority will make comparison. The one with the old and the one with the new, and he is expected to choose the higher of the two.
Yes.
So the tax authority will go for the first one using the old accounting date. Using the old accounting date. Reason that it will result in a what? Higher tax liability. And the tax authority is ready to tax. They are ready to tax at what? They are ready to take the higher one. So class, with that, I know that if you have a good understanding of cessation, understanding of basis period, understanding of capital allowance, though there is something I also need to introduce. At first, looking at the ICAN syllabus, there was this topic, this Finance Act, that should have been what, examinable in this diet. But luckily enough, it is being shifted to the next diet.
Yes.
Had it been the Finance Act is being treated, we would have been taking the Finance Act. Definitely, all these basis period, there will be a change because the Finance Act has already taken care of anything like gap, anything like coincidence. So there is nothing like what cessation rule. There is nothing like what the commencement rule, and there is nothing like what the what is it called, change in accounting date rule. Because the Finance Act will take everything to be on preceding year basis. Let's quickly have a good understanding. Let's have a overview of it because of our office and for our own personal use. Are you with me, Ma? Hello, class.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So let's just have understanding of the Finance Act as relates with the basis period. This would have been tested had it been the Finance. I can still go ahead with their new syllabus. But because they still want it to be the old syllabus to still be used in this diet, but next diet it will be tested. So let's have a good understanding of it now too. So let's quickly look at the Finance Act, the effect, the changes on basis period, the commencement and the cessation. Look at this question. It says the Finance Act Bill 2019. There are various amendments to the relevant tax law with respect to commencement and cessation. Commencement of trade or business, Section 29, subsection 3 of CETA, as amended or eliminate the occurrence of overlap of basis period upon commencement of trade, thereby ensuring that the profit of a particular year are only assessed to tax once. If you go back to our normal basis period, as at the first year in which we look at the commencement to, from date of commencement to the 1st of December of that same year, the second year of assessment, which is from date of commencement to 12 calendar months, we will observe that there are some months that coincide that in which there is a coincidence between the first year of assessment and the second year of assessment. If you look at the year of assessment as a first year of assessment, this month they are also repeated in the second year of assessment, because we need for the second year of assessment, we need from the date of commencement to 12 calendar months. Are you with me? But this Finance Act, the Finance Act try to eliminate anything of such by making sure that everything will be based on what? Preceding year basis. By making sure that everything will be based on preceding year basis. Basis of assessment for commencement of trade or business, as amended, clearly provide that the basis of taxation is on preceding year basis. Everything will be on preceding year basis, irrespective of the date in which the company commenced business. Again, this will be applicable from 2020. If a company commenced business before 2020, class, we still need to use the old rule. Ma, are you with me, Ma?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is that this finance bill is what? His application started in 2020. So definitely all companies that commence from 2020, 2021, 2022 we start using the basis period for the finance bill, the basis period as applicable or what, or as the basis period as explained under the finance bill. But if there is a company that was being what, a company that commenced business in 2018, 2019, that we still need to use the old rule for the first year, for the second year, but the third year now falls under 2020, in which the finance bill is what is now applicable. Definitely, we need to now apply the Finance Bill Act. The Finance Bill says that nothing like overlapping, nothing like coincidence, everything will be on preceding year basis. Listen to this. For us to determine the first year of assessment, the first year of assessment, the assessment profit shall be the profit from the date in which the company commence to carry on such state of business in a year to the end of its first accounting period. And this will also be on preceding year basis. The provision indicates that the company shall not be assessed to tax on the basis of actual profit, as explained, in the year in which it commenced business. The profit of the first accounting period is assessed to tax in the year of assessment immediately following the year in which it commenced business. What this is trying to say is that if a company commenced in 2020, man, listen to this. If a company commenced in 2020, under the normal commencement rule, the first year of assessment will be 2020, and it will start from the date of commencement to 12 calendar months. No, under the finance bill, the first year of assessment will be 2021, preceding year basis, and his accounting will now be from the what, for the profit or his adjusted profit or the income he made in 2020. Hello, are you with me, ma?
Please, can you take that again?
Okay. What I'm saying is that if under the commencement now, the Finance Bill Act, for the first year of assessment, a company commenced in 2020, under the normal basis period rule, the first year of assessment will surely still be 2020. And yes, the basis period will not be from date of commencement to 31st of December of that same year, right?
Yes.
Now, under the Finance Bill, if a company commenced in 2020, his first year of assessment will be 2021.
Okay.
Are you getting this, map?
Yes.
So, look at this. Illustration 1. A company commenced business on 1st of July 2020. On 1st of July 2020. As of 2020, is the Finance Bill applicable?
Yes.
Yes. The Finance Bill is what? Is applicable. And makes up his account to 31st of December, 21st of October. That is, every 31st of October, I'll be ending my account. Every 31st of October, I'll be ending my account. Then I'm now asked that, what would be the first year of assessment under the Finance Bill? The first year of assessment will be 2021, and his basis period will be on preceding year basis. And the preceding year basis will now be from the date of commencement to 12 calendar.
Okay.
And the 12 calendar will end October 2020. Do you understand this now? It's just for me to understand that, what will be the year of assessment? The year of assessment will be the next year, because Finance Bill wants to eliminate anything like coincidence, anything like overlapping. And if we look at the basis period rule, there is coincidence and there is overlapping. Do you understand, Mark? The second year basis period and the first year basis period, there are some months in which they are still applicable in first year and second year.
Yes.
Do you get it, Mark? So the Finance Bill wants to eliminate this. It doesn't want this to apply. Had it been, hello, Mark, the advantage of it is that had it been the Finance Bill is being tested this year, we will be using this now. And we all know that basis period will affect every other thing.
Of course.
For me to determine my initial allowance under the capital allowance, I need to determine the base period of assessed profit. If the base period of assessed profit, I'll use to determine the base period for capital allowance. To know the first year that will be subjected to what? To capital, to initial allowance. So definitely, I must have known my basis period well. Just that, though, should I say ICAN is doing us a favor by not setting this in this diet? So definitely, we just need to do what? Pass. Do you understand? We need to pass it and let it go. But on the other hand, we need to know it, because it will be useful in our offices. You understand, ma? Going forward now, organization that just commence business now, they won't be assessed on commencement or cessation or anything. it will be based on what? It will be based on the Finance Bill Act. In as much as that is now applicable, starting from last year, 2020.
Okay.
This is the reason why we need to treat. We need to take it.
Yes.
Okay, now I've determined my first year of assessment. What will be my second year of assessment? You all know that if I've gotten my first year of assessment of 2021 and it's on preceding year basis, in which the account, it is the account of 2020 that will be used. So going forward, every other year will be on what? Preceding year basis.
Okay. So 2022 will be assessed on 2021.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do you get it? Look at now, a company that commenced business on 1st of January 2019 and is make up his account to 31st of December, every 31st of December. Then finally, the first year of assessment will be what? 2020. Are you with me? The first year of assessment will be 2020. Is now applicable because as of 2020 is now applicable. Let's now assume that the company commenced in 2018. Hello, ma.
Yeah.
Let's assume that the company commenced in 2018. As of 2018, is the finance bill applicable?
No.
As of 2019, is the finance bill applicable?
No.
As of 2020, can we apply the Finance Bill Act?
Yes.
Yes. So definitely what this means is that as of 2018, we will use the what? We will use the old rules, old commencement rule, using from the date of commencement to the 31st of December. As of 2019, the finance bill is not in existence, that is not applicable. We still have to use the old rule for the second year of assessment. But as at the third year of assessment, the finance bill is in place. So we use the Finance Bill Act rule.
Okay.
Are you with me? That is what a change in transition.
Yeah.
This is just like you understand? It's a transition from the old to the new, from the old to the new rule under the finance bill from the third year, because the third year falls in 2020, in which the finance bill is well applicable. Let's look at the example on it. I need to finish this today because in fact, hello, ma.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me. Are you still with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. Second year of assessment. The second year of assessment will follow as explained. As stipulated that for the second year of assessment, the assessed profit shall be profit from the first day after his first accounting period. We all know the preceding year phases. Consequently, the profit assessable to tax is the second year of assessment shall be profit arising in the second accounting period only. That is, the accounting period immediately following the date of the year of commencement. After we've gotten the first year of assessment, going forward, everything will be on preceding year basis, and it all follows line. A company that commences in July, man, I want you to give me the answer to this. A company that commences in 1st of July 2020 and makes up his account to 31st of October. For the first year of assessment, what will be the first year of assessment? What year will be the first year of assessment? Hello?
The first year of assessment will be 2021.
2021, what will be the basis period?
The basis period will be for 2020.
It will be for 2020. That will be from 1st of July 2020 to 31st of October.
31st of October 2020, yes.
Are you with me, ma?
Yeah.
Hello? Ma, are you with me?
Yes,
you
I'm
are with
you.
me. You can see that irrespective of how it is more than, you can say it's even more than 12 months. Have you observed
it's more than 12
that
months,
it's more than
yes.
12 months. So the base period for it now is from their first accounting year end, because the company says it will be ending its account every 31st of October. Every 31st of October. So the first accounting will be from 1st of July 2020 to 31st of October 2020. So the second year of assessment will be when?
The second year of assessment will be for 2021.
Please, I want the year of assessment. I want you to give me the year of assessment. The year of assessment will be 2022 for the second year. And the basic period will not be a day after the end of the what? The previous one. The previous one ended 31st of October 2020. A day after it is what? 1st of November. Are you with me? And it will end 31st of October 2021. 1st of November 2020 to 31st of October 2021. One. That is for you, ma. Hope you are able to establish the first year, the second year. Now let's look at how I got my third year. Let's now look at an example in which the company commenced business in what? Or commenced business in 2018 or commenced business in 2019.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm trying to explain?
Yes.
Okay. Third year of assessment. Going forward, the third year will follow, they won't follow suit. You understand? The house provider for the third year of assessment and for each subsequent year, the assessment shall be on the profit from the day after the accounting period just ended. The previous accounting period just ended. That is the profit of accounting year immediately preceding the year of assessment. Look at this, Mark. Give me this. A company commenced business in 1st of July 2020. He makes up his account with the 1st of October. This has already been stated. The first year of assessment will be 2021, and his basic period will be from date of commencement to where it will end his account, which is what? 31st of October 2020. 21st of October 2020. His second year of assessment will be the what? 2022. 2022. And it will start a day after the end of the previous one, which is 1st of November 2020 to where 31st of October 2021. The third year of assessment will be a day after the previous one, which is 1st of November 2021. Are you with me?
Yes.
1st of November 2021 to 31st December 2022. Whereas we all know that they are all on preceding year basis. They are all on preceding year basis. There will be nothing like overlapping. Do you have anything like overlapping from all what we've been explaining so far? No. Where the profit of all relevant year on commencement are computed in line with the new provision. This is a new provision. However, there may be an overlap of basis period in the third year of assessment due to transitional issue. Is that transitional issue I just explained that if a company commenced in 2018, just imagine the company commenced in 2018. As of 2018, no bill, no finance bill is not applicable. 2019 is not applicable. It's after 2020 that is applicable. So how will I determine the what? The base period for 2018, the base period for 2019, and base period for 2020. Man, should I say ICAN is doing us favor by not giving us this finance act this year?
Yes, sir.
Diet. They still want us to apply our old rules, old provision, old knowledge. But from next diet, it's not applicable.
Okay. By God's grace, we'll get over with this one.
Amen. No problem. That is why we just have to sacrifice the time now.
Yes.
Okay. So man, let's look at it. If there is what transitional issue, let's look at this question. Man, I want you to give me the answer to this.
Okay.
The company commenced business on 1st of July 2019. The company commenced business on 1st of July 2018 and makes up his account to 31st of October. His first year of assessment will be when?
The first year of assessment will still be based on the old commencement rule.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it will be what? 2018. 2018. And the basis period will be what? Please give me the basis period.
The basis period will be that's 1st July 2018 to 31st December 2018.
Exactly. The second year will be what? The second year of assessment will be what? 2019. Are you with me?
Yes.
The second year of assessment will be what? 2019. As of 2019, do you have what? Do you have the finance bill?
No.
No, we still need to apply the old rules, the old commencement rule, rule. So when applying the old commencement for the second year of assessment, what does it say?
It says from the day of commencement, that's 1st July 2018 to 12 calendar months.
To 12 calendar months. And the 12 calendar months will be when?
Will be June 2019. 1st of June.
1st of June. 1st of June. That is 6, Abi? Is it? No. It will be 30th of June.
Sorry, 30th of June. Sorry.
2019. And the third year, which is 2020. For the third year, which is 2020, as the finance bill, is it applicable?
Yes.
Is applicable. So what will happen here? first thing that will come into our mind under the finance bill is that the company has to be assessed on PYB. Are you with me? The company has to be assessed on PYB. The PYB of 2020 is what? 2019. 2019. Are you getting what I'm explaining at all? The PYB for 2020 is what? 2019. So what is the PYB? Man, forget about that. There is it's just in line with the old commencement rule, the old one. The new one, the normal one, we are applying it. As the 2020, the Finance Act is applicable. So the other the Finance Act rule is that it must always be on PYB. Forget that. It's just like he's taking the same step or the same line with the old provision. No, I'm applying my new provision, the Finance Act, and the Finance Act has to be on what? PYB. The preceding year for 2020 is what? 2019. 2019. Are you with me, ma?
Yes.
2019. When is the company ending his account?
31st October.
31st of October. So it would have started when?
It would have started in November.
November, 1st of November.
1st of November 2018.
1st of November 2018. This is the new rule. Man, the overlapping that occur here now is not as a result of year of assessment, not on basis period. And because of this now, the overlap here now is based on transitional issue. Are you with me? It's based on transitional issue from the old to the what? To the new. Are you getting what I'm explaining?
Yes.
It's based on transitional issue from the old to the new. Let me bust your brain. Let's now assume that you know that ADVANCED, let me explain something to you here, man. ADVANCED, as at the beginning of the preceding year for 2020, as at the beginning of the preceding year for 2020, ADVANCED, the company has not yet commenced business. Under the old rule, what do we do? We repeat the second year in the third year, right?
Yes.
No, do you remember?
Yes.
If as at the beginning of the 2020, the preceding year for 2020, as at the beginning of that account, the company has not yet commenced business. We repeat the second year and the third year. But had it been the same thing occurred. The same thing occurred in this finance bill. Do you know that we will forget about 2020 and move to 2021? Are you with me, ma?
We'll forget about 2020.
2020, that means as at 2020, there won't be 2020 year of assessment. We jump to 2021. So we have our normal accounting year end on preceding year. We will now look for 2021 year of assessment on PYB.
Yes.
This is please take note of this. Should I say the glory of it is just that the ICAN is not testing this. But we just need to need to have the knowledge now. Do you understand? That is the reason why I'm taking it now. It might be useful our place of work, might be useful any other places, interview or any places you get.
Yes.
The essence of the online class is not only to pass exam. At least we must have attained skills and knowledge. That skills and knowledge that is needed. Accounting field, we should have a good knowledge of it. On taxation now, we should have a good knowledge on taxation. Going forward, all organization will be taxed. In as much the VAT is taxed on 7.5% now, no organization will be taxed on 5%. So definitely, going forward now, every other thing will be based on the Finance Bill, the Finance Act of 2019. And the commencement started as 2020. And we are in 2021 now. So it's applicable. So let's look at the example that a good example in which we will jump 2020 and move to 2021. Are you with me? Let's look at the example in which we will forget about 2020 and jump to 2021. So the determination of the first year of assessment and relevant basis period shall be based on the company accounting year end. Therefore, the first accounting period of the company is the date of commencement to the end of the first accounting year end. Where a company submits financial statement for a period shorter or longer than the first accounting period, The assessable profit for the first accounting period shall be ascertained on pro rata basis up to. This is just a normal. In as much we've gotten our basis period, then we use our normal way of getting assessable profit, in which we prorate. Is it up to 12 months? Is how many months can we find? How many months is applicable here? You understand?
Yes.
The same thing goes on for us to get the assessable profit. But let's look at a question in which the transitional issue will make us to jump 2020 and move to 2021. ABC Limited was incorporated. Class, let's look at this. ABC Limited was incorporated in July 2019. In July 2019, and commenced business as of 1st of October 2019. It commenced business as of 1st of October 2019. The company prepared its accounting first set of financial statement covering 16 months. That is from 1st of September 2019 to 31st December 2020. Class, can you give me now the first year of assessment under the Finance Act now? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? This ABC was incorporated in 2019 and it commenced business in 1st of September 2019. As of 2019, is the Finance Act applicable?
No.
No. Definitely, this will fall under the old rules or old provision of commencement. Are you with me?
Yes.
So let's quickly do it. So class, the 2019, the year of assessment, the basis period, and the assessable profit using the Finance Act. The first one is what? 2019. 2019. As at 2019, is the finance bill, is it applicable? No. We still apply our old rule. We still apply our what? Old rule. Okay, class. Using the old rule, from the date of commencement to 31st of December of that same year for commencement. Am I correct?
Yes.
So what is the date of commencement here now? The date of commencement is what? 1st of September 2019. 1st of September 2019. Are you with me?
Yes.
1st of September 2019. So it will be from 1st of September. So let me clean this. To where? 31st December 2019. After that, I have to look for my 2020. As of 2020, is the finance bill applicable?
Yes.
Yes. Note that even I'm using the old bill. As of 2020, note the commencement rule says about the second year of assessment would have been from date of commencement to 12 calendar months.
Yes.
But because of the finance bill now, I have to apply the what? I have to apply the finance on preceding year basis. On preceding year basis. What is the preceding year for 2020?
2019.
2019. When is the company ending their account?
The company is ending the account 31st December.
31st December, exactly. 31st December. 31st December. As of 31st December, the company would have started their account as at when?
1st January.
1st 2019, right?
Yeah.
As of 1st of January 2019, as the company commenced business.
Yes.
1st of January 2019. The company commenced as of 1st of September.
No, they had not.
Yes. They had not. ADVANCED is the old rule. ADVANCED is the old rule. This will be applicable in the third year of assessment. In the third year of assessment on preceding, where we repeat the second year in the third year. Are you with me?
Yes.
But now, because the company has not yet commenced business, as at the beginning of 2020 year of assessment, which is based on preceding year basis, it means that the company will not be taxed on the profit they do not make. I have not yet commenced business. I want to tax me. Is it possible? No. So what will now happen here is that it will now jump to 2021. 2020 will not be applicable.
Taxed. Yeah.
Are you with me? That means there will not be anything. That means the company will not submit financial statement for 2020. the company will jump to 2021 year of assessment. Are you getting what I'm explaining at all?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Okay. So that means I have to cancel, I have to clean. No, there won't be anything like 2020 year of assessment. The thing I would now have is 2021. 2021. What is the preceding year for 2021? 2020. And the company is ending its account every 31st of December. And it would have started as at when? 1/1/2020. As at 1/1/2020, the company has already commenced business. Are you with me, ma? They are moved to the next one, 2022. It will now be 1/1/2021 to 31st December 2021. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Then move back to our question. The question says, the first set of financial statement covers 16 months.
Yeah.
I'm looking at whether the profit is giving. That is exactly what
They didn't give any.
So no need of looking for accessible profit.
Yeah.
No need of looking for accessible profit. This is exactly what they want to get, and we've already derived it. They now move on to say that the gap was, there was a gap between 2019 first year of assessment and 2021. Are you with me? Second year. The gap was not a gap of basis period, but a gap of year of assessment. This means that the company has no CIT returns in 2020. Are you with me? That means that the company does not have CIT returns in 2020 year of assessment until 2021. And this occurs as a result of transitional issue, moving from the old provision to the new provision. Is that one cleared?
Yes, it's clear.
Perfectly cleared.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we've looked at the basis, the change in what the finance bill, the amendment he made on commencement. Let's look at the amendment he made on cessation. The amendment he made on cessation. There was also an amendment on cessation. You know, our cessation has always been penultimate and ultimate year.
Yes.
Under the old rules, the same thing still applies there, but there are things that we need to take consideration of, which is the year in which the company is filing the assessment, is filing returns. Filing of returns. The filing of returns will determine how we will do what, how we prepare our basis period for the penultimate and the ultimate year. Cessation of business. Section 39(4) of CETA provides that when a company permanently ceases to carry on a trade or business or in a case of company other than the Nigerian company, permanently ceases to carry out a trade or business in Nigeria in an accounting period, its assessed profit shall be from the amount of the profit from the beginning of the accounting period to the date of cessation, and the tax thereof shall be payable within 6 months from the date of cessation. Class, what this is trying to say is just under the same thing still applies. We will be having ultimate year. We'll be having ultimate year. Are you with me, ma? We'll be having ultimate year, and the ultimate year, as you all know, has always been from the beginning of the year to the date of what? Cessation. From 1st of January to the date of cessation. That is the ultimate year. Now, the company is expected to file returns and to pay what? To pay the assessment. That assessment, the company is expected to pay it within 6 months. Within 6 months after the date of cessation. Within 6 months after the date of cessation. We'll be now looking at that 6 months after the date of cessation. Does it fall between 1st of January of that year, or it falls between July to December of that same year? Let's move on. It says that basis of assessment, based on the above provision, a company that permanently ceases operation must file tax return for the year of assessment within 6 months. The due date of filing may fall in the year of cessation or in the year following the year of cessation, depending on the date in which the company ceases operation in the year. If the company ceases operation between January and June, returns will be filed and payment made in that year of cessation. If the company end or cease the business between January to June, You know that it says that the company is expected to pay the tax, is expected to file returns within 6 months after the date of cessation. We all know that within 6 months after the date of cessation, we fall between July to December of that same year. Are you with me, ma?
Yes.
Yes. We move on. There's something I want to point out. There's something I need to point out here, but as we move on, we explain better. It now says that, however, if it is operation between July and December, the filing of tax returns and payment of tax due will fall in the following year within 6 months. Between July to December, if it is operation, definitely filing of returns will be in the following year. There is the possibility of filing tax return of 2 years of assessment in the year of cessation. Note this. There is possibility of filing tax returns. There is possibility of filing tax returns of 2 years of assessment in the year of cessation. When this occurs, the company must file for the outstanding tax returns in addition to those arising upon cessation of the business. I'm going to explain this. I'm just trying to bring out a scenario to explain this. What this is trying to explain is, if the company ceases between from January to June, filing of returns will still fall in that same year because it is within 6 months. So what will happen there is that the company will be filing 2 years of it will be filing returns for 2 years under that same year, which will be for the what? For the year of cessation and the year before the cessation. Hello, ma.
Yeah, I don't
Please.
understand that 2 years.
Yes, I want to explain it. The company ceases operation between January to June. Are you with me? The company ceases operation between January to June. Filing of returns should be done within 6 months and payable within 6 months. So between January to June, the filing of returns will now fall between July
to December
of that same year. Are you getting what I'm explaining?
Yes.
Now, the company is expected to file for ultimate year, which is the year of cessation. Are you with me? And the year of cessation will be from 1st of January to that date of what? To the date of cessation. The company is also expected to file for that year of cessation based on preceding year basis, on the basis that ADB the company did not cease. Hello, are you with me? Are you getting me? ADB the company did not cease. The company would have been assessed on preceding year basis for that year. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So it's just as if there is an outstanding payment. It explains that it's just like filing for the outstanding tax returns. The outstanding tax returns on preceding year basis. As of 2020, the company still has to file returns based on 2019. If 2020 is the year of cessation on preceding year basis, hey man, you are not getting this. Let me use scenario so you understand it.
Okay.
XYZ Nigeria Limited makes up its account to 31st of December and it permanently ceases operation on 30th of April 2020. The account is make up its account to 31st of December and it permanently ceases operation on 30th of April 2020. The relevant year of assessment and the due date for payment is as follows. Let me explain. What this is saying is that, what is the year of cessation?
It's saying that the year of cessation is 30th April.
30th 2020. The year of assessment will be what? 2020. Are you with me?
Yes.
And the basis period will be from where? From 1st of January 2020 to where? To 31st of to 30 is it 30th of April? To 30th of April 2020. Cessation. Are you with me? Cessation. Again, we now look at it that this company, under the new Finance Act, the company is expected to file returns within 6 months after the year of cessation, after the date of cessation. Within 6 months, 30th of April will fall when? When will it fall for filing of returns? Due date for payment and filing of returns?
It will fall between July and to December.
Between July and December. Because it will fall between July and December definitely the company will pay 2 tax, will be assessed, will be paying 2 tax based on the preceding year of that same 2020. Because as of 2020, he has an outstanding payment. He has an outstanding payment on PYB. IDB, the company did not cease. The company will be assessed on PYB. Are you with me? The company will have been assessed on PYB, the normal finance act rule. Again, the company now cease. You now season now, because you are season and the cessation falls between January to June. You will have that same year. We have what? We still have to apply the ultimate year rule from 1st of January to the date of cessation in that same year. So that what it means that 2020 we now have 2 years of assessment. We will have 2 years of assessment based on the ultimate and based on the preceding.
Okay.
The second rule now says that ADB the company ceases between July to December. ADB the company ceases between July to December. The assessment is 6 months. Hello, ma. The assessment is 6 months. Are you with me? The assessment is when? It's 6 months. If the assessment is 6 months, definitely it will fall in 2021. Are you with me? It will fall in 2021. So the company will be assessed in 2021. That ultimate year will not apply. It will not be 2021 year of assessment. It will not be from 1st of January. It will be on PYB, but from the 1st of January to the date of cessation. But the year of assessment will be 2021. Because the filing and payment, the filing of return falls in 2021.
Okay.
Is that one? Is it clear?
Yeah. Okay, I understand now.
You need to understand. You need to understand this. One, if the cessation falls between January to June, the filing of assessment and payment will still within 6 months will falls in that same year. Are you with me? It will falls in that same year. So the company will be having 2 years of assessment for 2020 or 2021 or 2022, as the case may be. One will be on preceding year basis and the other one will be on the actual year basis.
Yes.
Again, if the company ceases between July to December, the filing of returns will fall in the following year, 6 months after the end of cessation, 6 months after cessation. The filing of returns will fall in the following year. If it falls in the following year, definitely the following year will be the year of assessment. The following year will be the year of assessment. His basis period will now be from 1st of January of the previous year to the date of what? Cessation.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Very. Okay, let's take example. Let's assume that the company ceases as at March 2022. As at March 2022. How many years of assessment will I have?
If you cease it as March 2022, you have 2 years of assessment.
So give me the basis period for those 2 years.
So it will be this March 2022. You do your filing between July to December.
Between July to December, okay?
Yes. Then you will do it based on PYB on this 2022. So it will
and also on AYB.
And
on
AYB.
AYB. And the AYB will be, that means I'm having 2022. Let's now assume that the company ceases operation in October 2022. If the company ceases operation as at October 2022, what will happen? How many years of assessment will I have?
You have 1.
I will only have 1 year of assessment. And what will be the basis period?
Will be
No, what will be the year of assessment in question? What will be the year of assessment?
The year of assessment in question will be 2022.
No, the company
will be 2021.
No. When is the company ceasing operation? The company is ceasing operation in, I said October, right?
Yes, October. So it will be for the following year.
For the following year, which is 2022.
Yes.
If it ceases operation in 2021, October 2021, the year of assessment will be 2022, and the base period will be from 1st of January 2020. Are you with me? 2021 to October 2021.
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear? So these
Yeah.
these are the two changes introduced by the Finance Act, as on basis period and on cessation. There's also the one on reconstituted company. When we start mergers and acquisition, we look at it also as it affects a constituted company. Are you with me? And the organization of company, we look at it. But as it stands now, we treated basis period. So that means we have to work on the finance bill, the changes introduced on cessation and commencement. Class, after today's class, we'll be taking capital allowance. Are you with me? We'll be taking capital allowance, and after our capital allowance, we take our adjusted profit. Because these three topics have to be as quick as possible. We need to clear these three topics. These three topics, basic period, capital allowance, and the adjusted profit. If you are good to go now, we have a good knowledge of those three. Definitely, all other topics, we always have a reference back to the three. No question will be given without adjusted profit. No question will be given without, even though they did not even ask us to compute it, there must be a working for it. Are you with me?
Yes.
So far so good. Is there any question on the basis period? Any question, ma?
No, so far so good. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So these are these are things we need to understand on basis period. So we'll pick capital allowance. Capital allowance. Let's have overview of capital allowance now. Then, as at the next class, we'll be having the calculation aspects, and we'll be working on capital allowance. So the things we need to look at capital allowance, we'll be looking at the definition of capital allowance itself. Are you with me? We'll be looking at the types of capital allowance. We'll be looking at the condition before granting capital allowance. Are you with me, ma?
Yes.
Also, we'll be looking at capital allowance that relates to hire purchase. Because our question can come in form of hire purchase question. So when the hire purchase question is involved, so how do we treat it? So also look at capital allowance in a way in which the assets in question, the asset that wants to enjoy capital allowance, is partly used for business purpose and is also partly used for private use, for private purpose. So what do we do if a question like this comes up? We will look at capital allowance on the aspect of the family of capital allowance. The family of capital allowance in terms of the initial allowance, the annual allowance, the investment allowance, the balancing allowance or balancing charge. And we also need to have a good understanding of how to compute capital allowance. By the time we get to the example, we won't get confused. Capital allowance has always been a problem because you will keep on cancelling. That is the reason why we have to understand capital allowance very well. And there is no question, either question on petroleum profit tax or question on CITA, company income tax, that will not ask us to complete capital allowance. Even though it is not given explicitly, it must have been given, we must have worked it as a workings out. Let me just explain what we mean by this capital allowance now. We all know that the accountant, we prepare an account, and we also arrive at a profit at the end of the year. To arrive at this profit, depreciation is already charged. Are you with me, ma? Depreciation has already been charged, and the tax official does not recognize depreciation. Rather than allowing depreciation, they give capital allowance in replacement. So now what is this capital allowance? Allowance or relief that is given when an organization has incurred expenditure on qualifying capital assets. He has incurred expenditure on qualifying capital assets. As an accountant, we know that this qualifying capital assets is also what we regard as our fixed assets. Are you with me? It's also what we regard as our fixed assets. And being an accountant, I'm ready to compute depreciation on these fixed assets, irrespective of the method that will be used. Now, the tax official is also expecting to give us, to allow me to have a relief, to allow me to have a grant, to allow me to have an allowance that will be used to reduce my tax liability. If depreciation is not given, the capital allowance will be given in replacement. Now, what are these qualifying capital expenditure? Or what are these qualifying capital assets that must have been incurred before I can enjoy capital allowance? The capital expenditure can be on plant and machinery. It can be on features and fittings. it will always be on building. Land is not depreciable, and also capital allowance is not granted on land. Only building of permanent structures. Are you with me? And it's got equipment. Hello, class. I get what I'm explaining at all. So these are the things we need to look at. After that, we'll now be looking at the different rates. Though we don't need to cram the rates, because in our exam question, the rate of capital allowance will be given at the back. But we need to know how it is being applied. The rate in terms of the initial allowance, the rate in terms of the annual allowance, and also which of the assets will be given investment allowance. And what do we mean by investment allowance? Are you with me, class? These are the things we'll be looking at. We'll also be looking at the aspect of the what? The balancing charge and balancing allowance. What do we mean by balancing charge and balancing allowance? We'll be looking at the aspect in terms of if an organization has already enjoyed capital allowance on an asset, and the asset has already been, in accounting we'll be having net book value, which is the cost minus depreciation, cost minus accumulated depreciation. You'll be having net book value. But in transition now, in replacement of that net book value, we have tax written down value. The tax written down value is the cost minus the initial allowance minus the annual allowance. When we have a tax written down value, an organization has decided to sell this asset that we've already enjoyed capital allowance on, you now decide to sell it. So this will bring us to balancing allowance and balancing charge. We'll be looking at it that is the company selling at a profit or is it selling at a loss? If the company is selling at a profit now, definitely we'll be having a balancing charge. That is, the sales proceed is greater than the tax written down value. On the other hand, that means that the balancing charge is what? Is taxable. Is taxable. On the other hand, if the company is selling at a loss, in which the tax written down value is less, the tax written down value is greater than the sales proceed, the company will be what? We enjoy balancing allowance. So definitely the balancing allowance will be added to the initial allowance, to the annual allowance, to form the totality accumulated capital allowance for the year. Again, we'll now be looking at if an asset is being purchased on hire purchase, or an asset is being purchased on hire purchase, how do we charge capital allowance on this asset? Meanwhile, if an asset is purchased on hire purchase, not immediately, the full amount is not paid immediately. That means the cash price is not paid immediately. It's paid on installments, in which, before it can be paid on installment, the person selling it would have added a particular amount regarded as interest into it, and that interest will now be the difference between the higher purchase price and the cost price. That is, let's assume that if I have my cash now, I would have gotten an item for 200,000 because I'll be paying on installments for over a particular month or for over a particular year. The person selling it is now decided to sell to me at 300. The difference between the 300 cash price, which I would have paid, and the 300,000 which I paid as a result of the higher purchase on it, the difference is 100,000. Is now the what? Is the element, is the interest element that is being added by the seller. This interest element now, will I subject it to capital allowance? If I want to calculate capital allowance, will I include the interest element? If I'm calculating capital allowance, what are the elements? Which of the parts do I need? Is it the capital element or the interest element? These are the things we'll be looking starting from the next class. And we need to, at least within the 3 hours, we need to treat everything on it because of time. But if at all we can't treat, or at least have a good or 2 or 3 questions. And also assignments will be given in class. So class, as of today, we will be ending the class now. So from next week, we'll be taking the capital allowance. Are you with me? Please and please, as you should all join the class as early as 3 p.m. So we have enough time to take our questions and take our to discuss this capital allowance very well.
Okay.
Immediately after the capital allowance, we jump to adjusted profit. Then we can start taking the other topics. because these three topics are very, very crucial to our exam.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, ma.
All
And
right.
class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the class. So if you
Yeah.
haven't joined the premium class, kindly join the premium class. You will get the notes in advance if you join the premium class. So is there any question for admin or the lecturer before we end the class?
No question.
All right. Thank you everybody and see you next week.
All right.